Hello folks, and welcome back to the shed. Now what are we at today? Well, we're working on this car here, 2018 Qashqui, and what I'm going to do with it in this video is I'm going to change the front and back pads and discs, but I'm going to dress them up a bit. Okay, I'm going to also incorporate these guys, just to, I don't know, give it a bit of appearance, we'll say. That's the plan. Now, what I will say is this is an imported car from the UK, and there's a problem with all imported cars from the UK. They suffer from a little problem. It's called surface rust underneath, especially. And the reason for that is in the UK they salt the roads regularly. Unlike here, we wait for the frost and wait for the snow, and then, we salt the roads. Whereas over in the UK, they salt them regularly during the winter. And as a result of that, surface rust builds up underneath. And I'm going to illustrate this now. If you bear with me, I'll get a flashlight here and it'll give you an idea as to what I'm talking about. And I'll just turn on this light and demonstrate what I mean. I hope you can see that there, guys, folks. You have a lovely colour car, lovely set of alloy wheels, and yet behind it you have this mass of rust. You know, looks bad. And my intention is to improve the look of this car. Number one, by changing the pads and discs, because they need to be changed anyway. And I'm going to dress them up a bit. Add a little bit of panache to the whole proceedings, you know. So I'm going to set up the camera here now, and I'm going to jack up the car and put a few stands on it. So if you bear with me, we'll proceed with that. So, gloves on first, very important, and we'll jack up the vehicle and we'll get the wheels off. So, jack in position. One there, and one at the rear. Hopefully that'll be high enough. So, okay, we shall commence. First job is remove the wheels, and we'll proceed with that. Okay. Okay. I'll put them somewhere safe so I don't lose them. maybe there. Now, I have a lock nut somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Okay. Lovely. Right. Okay. This wheel ain't going nowhere. Huh? Now, there we go. I'm going to leave the wheel just here. I'm not going to leave it very far. And I'll explain why later on. I don't want it to go too far away. Right. So, what have we got here? I suppose the best thing to do is take it out of here first. Now, right. Okay. Disconnect the brakes first, I suppose. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll bring the camera in closer. You can see what's going on. Okay. Now, let's actually turn the wheel. You must turn on the ignition first before. Okay. Should do it. Okay, stop beeping. Right. Looks like a 13mm. We'll proceed with that. See, 13mm. Actually a 14. Right. Okay. So lovely. I've taken the cap off the reservoir for the brakes. Now, slat it out nice and gently. There we go. So I need to push in that cylinder. I'm just going to demonstrate to you the condition, the state of the inside of this car with rust. So look here, you can see the state. Look at the state of that. It's all just surface rust. The parts are fine, but what it does hinder later on is trying to undo bolts and that, because they tend to lock in position. So we're going to clean up all that. That's the plan anyway. We're going to clean up all that. But meanwhile, I have a little tool that's going to help me compress that. So, without further ado, what I'll do is I'll add a bit more light on the subject. Just make it easier for you guys to see what's going on. Yeah. How's that? I think you can see what's going on there. This is a neat little big plates and smaller plates. Alright. Yes, what you do is you put it in between your okay, turn it the other way. Screw it out a bit. Okay. Basically, I'm compressing the cylinder so that the new set of pads that go in will be much easier. You can see what I'm at there. Nice and slowly, keeping an eye on the brake reservoir. Yeah, we're looking good until it's fully retracted in. And there we go. That's it. Great little tool. Got on eBay. Brake caliper, front brake caliper retraction kit. There you go. Great job, Dan. Okay. Pads, as you can see, not too bad actually. They're about half worn, but they're okay. I've seen worse. Right. I think I better tie up this caliper. So I'll get myself hands on a bungee cord. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look here and see how way am I going to go about this. Not much of an opening here, so anywhere there out of the way, you know. Anywhere out of the way, as long as there's not pressure on the brake lines, we should be okay. Yeah. Okay. That should do. That should do the job, obviously. Hope you can all see that. There's the pads, and we'll take them out now. And we'll examine. So just give them a tap like that, top and bottom. We should just slide out with relative ease. They're about half worn, not too bad, you know, but anyway, they're being changed, so happy days, you know. Just throw it out of there. Same here. You don't need to go near anything here. No need. Just slot them out like so. Just like that. Half worn. Little anti-vibration plates at the back. They stop the brakes from squealing, believe it or not. Nissan thought of everything. Now, brake carriers next. That's what needs to come off now. And they look like 17s, maybe even 18s. We'll investigate now. Okay, 19s. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Now, I think I'll have to use the American persuader to get this out. Love the sound of that. Oh, I love that noise. Now, I'll go on a more gentlemanly approach. A more gentlemanly approach. Yeah, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one. Okay. Let's give that a minute. Okay, I just paused that for a minute. I don't want you to be listening to a compressor blowing its head off there. I've tried to loosen this as best I could, and I don't need to take it off. It's very tight there, so I'm just going to leave that. That's going to be enough to take off the disc, in my opinion. So we'll see. You know, hopefully it'll be enough to get it off. So straighten the wheel again. Okay. So now I think that's a torque 30. So hopefully torque head 30. Yeah. I always tend to use an impact wrench on these. If you use just use one of these, because you're using constant force like that, you can wring them off, because they're mild steel, you know. So I think it's better if you use an impact gun. So here's hoping. Yep, I've done the job. Now I'd say this disc will take a bit of persuasion to get out, but I'm sure we will manage. So, right. Now, here we go. Okay. Turn it around a bit. She come out all right. She's just contrary. I'm just going to temporarily put this back into a temporary position for a moment. Whew. Okay. That is tight. Very tight. I think I'll get a bigger lump hammer. Don't overhit it because there's a bearing in there too, you know, so you just don't want to get overexcited with this thing, you know. Yeah. Oh, turn on. Incorrect, not incorrect. Okay. And all the shite that's coming down off. Just give it a bit of a turn. Yeah, she's coming all right. Now, that's it. My goodness. Oh, hopefully. Right. Should be enough to get it out. Whew. State of that. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Huh? Yeah. Anyway. Right. I just put that bolt back in there. I'm going to clean off this surface here because it's rather filthy, and it'll make the other my God, that's fierce. Whoa. I might just give it a whirl with my magic device I have here. Okay. So. Now the contacts for the brake pads go in, right? These lads here. I'm just going to not be too hasty. Okay, that's that done. That's pretty good there now. Right. So, okay. Now, I think a little bit of brake cleaner, you know. Won't go astray. Now, test there. I'm going to leave that on that for the moment. People say, oh, you have to clean the brake discs with brake cleaner before you put it on. Trust me, the brake pads won't be long about cleaning this. But anyway, for professional purposes, you know, I don't want anyone saying, oh hey, you never cleaned the brake discs. Anyway, look, as I says, brake pads don't belong about cleaning it. You know, friction. Anyway, yeah, okay. Yeah. So, without further eloquence, I think we can safely put this back in position. The reason why I keep getting in and out of the car is because think about it. This car has electric power steering and electric, which is, the engine needs to be running, and when the engine's not running, even when the ignition is turned off, it's very hard to turn the wheel by hand. So that's why I have to keep getting in and out of the car, you know. So anyway, right, here we go. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Just make sure I have them on right. Yep. Just get in there. Right, see that. And look at that. Brilliantly executed. I'm not going to use this to tighten because I think it's a bit too I'm going to use a smaller one. I'm going to use a smaller machine because so here we go. That's all. You don't need to do any more. That's it. Remember, it's only a retaining screw. It's only there to basically hold on the when you put on your wheel and tighten up your studs here, that's what's going to do the job for you, you know. So anyway, just putting a little bit of chain lube in there so that when I'm putting the nuts back on. Now, I'm not going to put this back together just yet. I'm going to do a little job here on this. That is a little bit of dress up. Just going to dress it. And there's no need to paint the whole device, the whole lot, the whole carrier, because I'm getting paint on that. Don't worry about it. The pads won't be long about sorting that out. Anyway, yeah, okay. So, yeah, that looks good there now. Right. Now, put this little lad back on. Okay. Now, need to turn the wheel again. I'm fed up with this turning this wheel here. But anyhow. Okay. Okay. So. Okay. Whew. 135 Newton meters. No need to go any more than that. That ain't going nowhere. That is not going anywhere. Anyway, yeah. Now, the new pads. Down here. I want to show you this. If you look at one of these, has this little. See it? That's the inside pad. It goes on like that. Engine side. This is the outside pad. Just in case you're wondering. I know. So. Okay. Slot it in. It should go in without any difficulty. Maybe I need to put the top in first and then the bottom. Can be tricky enough. Yeah, can be tricky enough. Now, just like that. Yeah. Now, pads are in position. Happy days. So, okay. Right. All I'm doing is the reverse of what I did in the first place. Okay. It's not a big job this, but you go to a garage now and they'll charge you 55, 60 euros an hour to do this. You know. Anyway. Oh yeah. Now, off with the gloves. Next job is a bit delicate. So, I'm not going to use an impact to tighten these. I'm going to tighten them by hand. That's it. You don't need to tighten them anymore. They slide in and out. See? So, just put it down a bit so you can see. that'll do. No need to hang out them, you know. Now I'm going to just tidy up this a bit more, right? And straighten the wheel. And we have a little delicate job to do, so we'll see how this goes, you know. So now, okay, so now I'm not going to bother painting that, just the carrier, just to take the bad look off it. Basically just going to touch it up, that's all. This is acrylic paint, this is not coming off. Heat resistant also. You get in your local DIY shop, auto body shop or whatever. But it's heat resistant stuff, so it's good stuff, you know.